delivering today's Korea to the world. It is Monday, November 25th, here in Seoul. And News Today starts now.
Japan draws backlash from Korea after claiming Seoul's conditional postponement of their intelligence sharing pact was Tokyo's victory. The Korea-ASEAN Commemorative Summit kicks off in Busan, where the Moon administration will look to strengthen ties with Southeast Asian nations. And we take a look at a disabled man with haemophilia who has been helping those in need for over 2 decades despite his physical disability.
Welcome back. I'm Choi Gyu-yeon, and we start off with our top stories. The Korean government has decided to conditionally continue its intelligence pact with Japan, but this has caused another controversy as Japan claimed the extension as its victory. The Korean presidential office of Cheongwade demonstrated its deep regret and disappointment at the remarks made by some high-ranking Japanese government officials.
Korea succumbed to America's pressure. It was Japan's perfect game. These were some of the headlines across Japanese media that cited high-ranking Tokyo officials. Korea's national security advisor Chung Eui-yong said that he was very disappointed at the Japanese media reports, but even more so over the remarks made by the officials. He said their claims were completely false and unreasonable, calling the reports a distortion made to justify their logic. Chung also denounced an article that cited Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe as saying Tokyo made no concession. Chung said he would be extremely disappointed if the report is true and would want to ask if it's something a Japanese leader with a conscience would say. Cheongwade said it was Japan that failed to stick to principles that in Korean diplomacy came out on top. Seoul said Tokyo failed to keep its principles of not holding any dialogue without reversing the Korean ruling on Japan's wartime forced labor and of separating the G-SOMIA issue and export control. Korea also refuted Japanese reports suggesting Seoul caved into pressure from the US as Washington threatened to withdraw its troops from the Korean peninsula. It was made clear that this issue has never been officially discussed between Seoul and Washington. Korea criticized a series of actions from Japan as a breach of faith. Chung stated that the extension of G-SOMIA and the suspension of a lawsuit at the World Trade Organization were all conditional and warned that future negotiations hinge on Japan's attitude. Political analysts believe that such direct criticism of Japan from the presidential office shows President Moon Jae-in's true sentiment, especially since the stern reactions came on the eve of Korea's much-anticipated summits with Southeast Asian nations. President Moon appears to have demonstrated that he will respond decisively to Japan's unacceptable behavior.